Interpretación en español está disponible. Para interpretación, haga clic en el icono del globo terrestre en la parte inferior de la pantalla.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
What it means for history to have a black woman vice president is crazy, right?
I'll say this. The day that Kamala Harris was picked, my wife came to me and she was like, this means something.
When you pick Kamala, she gets it. She elevates the perspective of a woman of color.
She is smart, qualified, and capable.
She can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Harris, who for me is just the embodiment of someone like my mother who could do anything.
Yeah. We know that when black women are lifted up, they lift everybody else up.
Right. Yeah.
I cannot tell you how long I've waited on this moment.
Joe Biden, great pick. I'm
So excited.
I am so excited.
So what does Joe Biden selecting a black woman as vice president mean to me?
That we are in historic times.
I feel seen. I feel heard.
History is getting made today.
Should I say herstory?
So here's to Biden-Harris 2020.
I am hyped.
When I look at Kamala, I see nothing but opportunity.
We can't do anything but celebrate. Trust, my mood all year is gonna be turn up.
I'm here for Joe and Kamala.
Because she can, we can!
Thank you for joining this Biden-Harris event. All in for Joe and Kamala. Make a plan for victory. And now, please welcome DJ Cassidy.
My name is DJ Cassidy, and I'd like to welcome you all to debate night. Thank you for joining us. Are you all in to watch Senator Harris debate tonight? Are you all in to do everything you can to get her and Vice President Biden elected? I hope so. Because in 2008 and 2012, I DJ'd the inauguration of President Barack Obama and Vice President Joe Biden. And in 2020, I hope we have another historic inauguration to celebrate. But first, we gotta put in the work. Tonight, you're gonna hear how you can do your part from so many incredible leaders, including two people who know Kamala best, her sister Maya and her niece MEENA. But first, let me hand it over to your host for this evening, Senator Harris, Chief of Staff, Karine JEAN-PIERRE. Let's go!
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show.
Sing it now.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show.
I said the party has just begun.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show.
You feel good, I feel good.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show.
Here we go, let's go!
There's a new me coming out.
Thank you, DJ Cassidy, and welcome everyone. I am Karine JEAN-PIERRE, a senior advisor to Vice President Joe Biden and Chief of Staff to Senator Kamala Harris. Like all of you, I cannot wait to see our future Madam Vice President in action tonight. Little about this campaign season has been normal. Our country is struggling through an unprecedented and difficult time. Far too many of us are grieving the loss of life. Many more can't see their loved ones for fear of spreading a deadly virus. Millions of Americans are out of work. Our children are missing their friends at school. Working parents are juggling remote learning on top of full-time jobs. But tonight, Kamala is going to lay out a vision for how our country can build back better, from our health to our economy, and from climate change to racial justice. This is a big night, but what's more important is what happens in the next 27 days, because that's all the time we have left to win this election. And we need to make it count. And guys, we cannot do it alone. That's why I'm asking you to do just two things. Two things. That's it. So I think we can do this. So first is make a plan to vote. Go to iwillvote.com to check your voter registration and find out exactly how, when, and where you can cast your ballot. Early voting has already started in so many states. So find out your closest voting location or mail back your ballot today. Do not wait another day. Do it today. It's easy, and you'll know you've done your part if you get this done, right? We all have to do our part. Then, this is it. Just listen in on this one because this is key. This is super, super key. Then ask five of your friends to make a plan and vote. But don't stop there. Go to joebiden.com/events to find ways to volunteer and take action as soon as you can. If you could give 30 minutes, an hour, just whatever you can give a week, please, 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 of your time to volunteer, please do it, because once again, we cannot do this alone. And if you can, go to joebiden.com/donate and chip in anything you can. We so would appreciate it. So there's too much at stake in this election to let us leave anything to chance. So it's going to take everything that we've got. But if we all do our part together as a team, we will win. I promise you this. We will win, but it's going to take all of us. Now let's hear from Jewell Porter, our digital organizing director from Michigan, a state that was decided in 2016 by just 2 votes per precinct.
Hi, thank you so much, Karine. My name is Jewell. I am the Digital Organizing Director in the great state of Michigan. I am really looking forward to the debate here tonight with Kamala Harris, because I've been a huge fan of her since she ran for Senate back in 2016. I was really excited when she won her primary race, and then even more excited when she became the next senator from California. I am here to talk to you about making sure that you have a plan to talk to your friends, your community members, your neighbors, people you went to school with, whoever, about making sure that they have a plan to vote this election cycle. I personally have folks who I check in on to make sure that they're registered, that they have a plan to vote, that they know how to vote this year safely and securely, and just want to make sure that everyone out there has a plan to talk to your network about voting this election cycle. Your friends, your family, they can't unsubscribe from you. They can unsubscribe from a list that I have organizers send. They can not unsubscribe from you. You are someone who knows them best and knows how to make sure they have a plan to vote. So we need you to be a part of this movement and join us and make sure that your friends and family have a plan to vote this election cycle. You can get started right now. All you have to do is text Vote Joe to 30330. That's Vote Joe to 30330. If you take out your phone and text Vote Joe to 30330 right now, you'll be able to download our relational organizing app, to contact your friends, to email your friends, to text your friends, and make sure that they have a plan to vote this election cycle. This is the most important election of our lifetimes, and it is so important for us to all make sure that we are leaving absolutely no doubt that our friends and family have a plan to vote this election cycle. So right now, take out your phones and text Vote Joe to 30330. That is Vote Joe to 30330. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jewell. Now let's hear from one of the people closest to Senator Harris, her niece, MEENA Harris. MEENA, over to you.
Thank you all for showing up tonight to support my aunt, Kamala. Debates aren't always predictable, so nobody knows exactly what will happen tonight. But here's what I do know for sure. Kamala's passion for the people, her strength, and her conviction to do what's right for the American people, the fact that she is a fighter, a fierce fighter, all of it will be on full display. And that's something that she learned from my grandmother, Shyamala Gopalan. She was a breast cancer researcher, and like so many immigrants, my grandmother came to this country with a fire in her belly and an enduring belief in America's promise. She used to say often to my mom and my aunt Kamala, don't sit around and complain about things, do something. She would say, what are you going to do about it? And that's what Kamala has done her whole life. She stepped up and she did something about it. And that's exactly how she and Joe will lead in the White House. It's not just with words, but with action. They have policies and plans to back up their empathy and compassion and leadership that we so desperately need. They will take action and do what it takes to fight this pandemic. They will take action and build on the Affordable Care Act instead of trying to rip it away from people in their greatest moment of need. They will take action and do more than ever before to fight against climate change and take action to bring equity in housing, labor, and criminal justice. They will do exactly what our country so desperately needs to build back better. And now it's our turn to do something for them. So please make a plan to vote. Then call or text 5 of your friends tonight. Do it tonight. Do it right now and help them do the same thing. And you can head to joebiden.com/events and sign up to volunteer. We have something for you every day of the week if you choose. Send that link, joebiden.com/events, to your friends and family. Encourage them to do the same. And let's just spend the next 27 days. I'm going to say that again, 27 days. We have less than a month until Election Day. So let's spend every day working as hard as possible to elect Joe and Kamala. Please get out and vote, turn out your friends and family, and get to work. I'm working hard. I know you guys want to get this done and we want to win this thing. And let's fight for Joe and Kamala because they will spend the next 4 years doing just that for us.
I'm Francois from Orlando, Florida. And as a Jamaican woman, I'm extremely excited for Kamala. Can you imagine she's going to be taking the stage in the vice presidential debate on Wednesday? And you know what? I don't speak for all Jamaican women, but the ones that I do know are extremely proud of her and will be cheering her on in true Jamaican spirit on Wednesday. We love you, Kamala.
Tonight, as we prepare to watch the vice presidential debate between Mike Pence and Kamala Harris, I just wanted to say how proud I am of Senator Harris. To see the daughter of immigrants take the stage tonight, it's just everything to me. She is the personification of the American dream that so many of our families risk their lives to pursue. For the first time in history, young women of color will watch a vice presidential debate and see a reflection of themselves. Senator Harris, you are a trailblazer. You inspire us and make us proud. Good luck tonight.
Hi, I'm Henry. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I am so excited to be supporting Vice President Biden and Senator Harris this November. You know, for years, she has stood up for our migrant communities, and as the son of immigrants, it is so inspiring to see her up on the debate stage and on the campaign trail. So join me in voting by mail and voting early to make sure that Senator Harris is the next Vice President of the United States.
We're so excited for you. We love you. We support you. And every single time you rise, so do millions of girls around the world who see themselves in you. We're proud of you. Go get them. Go show them who you are. But more importantly, go show them who we are. We love you. You got this. All the best.
Next up, we have our program director from another state, Florida, that will help decide this election, Christiana Ho.
Hi, I'm Christiana Ho, the program director for the Florida Coordinated Campaign. I could not be more excited to cheer on Kamala tonight because I know that we're going to get to see her be the fearless leader and advocate that we want and need in a vice president. And not only that, as a proud Asian American woman myself, having a vice president nominee like Kamala is incredibly inspiring. She is a Black woman, an Asian American woman, and a leader who can speak to the experiences of so many people, including my own. And representation is so important. And we know that Vice President Kamala Harris is only just the beginning. We're talking to thousands of voters across the country, helping them make a plan to vote, either voting early in person, by mail, or on Election Day. But it's going to take a grassroots effort to elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and we need you. We're continuing to build our neighborhood volunteer teams across the country, and you can join us right now from the comfort of your own home. All you have to do is go to joebiden.com/events, find an event near you, and sign up. There are several easy and convenient ways to vote, and you can help someone make a plan to vote right now. All you have to do is go to joebiden.com/events. I'm doing every single thing that I can to elect Joe, Kamala, and Democrats up and down the ticket, and I hope that you join me. Thank you again for all of your hard work.
Thanks, Christiana. We're hearing tonight from Senator Harris's family, so it's only right that we also let Joe's family represent, which is why I'm excited to introduce our next speaker, Vice President Joe Biden's granddaughter, Finnegan Biden.
Hi, everyone. I'm Finnegan Biden, Joe Biden's granddaughter. I'm so excited to watch tonight's debate with Senator Kamala Harris, but first, I wanted to tell you a little bit about my grandfather, Joe Biden. What I love most about him is how he always listens. He checks in on me and my sisters and cousins daily, and he asks us what matters most to us. He wants to know what's going on in our lives. He cares what you're going through and will fight to make it better, no matter who you are, whether you're his granddaughter or one of the countless Americans who he treats like family. That's the Joe Biden that Kamala Harris will tell the American people about tonight, and I can't wait. But watching a debate is one thing. Winning an election takes so much more. We have to vote. We have to make sure our friends and our family and our classmates and our neighbors do the same. So take out your phone and text Vote Joe to 30330 to get started on our organizing app. It's easy and it gives you all the right directions. I have it and I text my friends and use this to start getting organized. So to my fellow young Americans, if we can mobilize, get registered, turn out to vote for our future, then our generation will be the one who sent Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to the White House. So together, we can build a better future. Thank you guys so much, and I really can't wait for tonight's debate.
Thank you, Finnegan. Let's go from a Biden back to a Harris. Next, I'll turn it over to someone who knows Senator Harris the best, her sister, Maya Harris.
Thank you, Karine. We have a big night tonight. So before the debate gets underway, I want to share a story with you about my sister. Back in 2003, when Kamala was running her very first campaign, I actually happened to be on the campaign trail too, because I was organizing against a terrible ballot initiative in our home state of California. And at event after event, after I would get up and speak, people would come up to me and say, you know, you really remind me of that sharp sister who's running for district attorney in San Francisco. Have you ever met her? And I'd say, well, as a matter of fact, I do know that sharp sister. She's actually my sharp sister. Well, since then, so many more of you have come to know my sharp sister. You've seen Kamala on the campaign trail. You've seen her passion for the people, her strength, her fearlessness, her conviction. Well, what I can tell you is that that's who Kamala really is, and that that's what's always been at the core of who she is, and that that's what's going to be on display tonight when she stands up for working families. Because Joe and Kamala have bold, progressive plans to take on the crises facing our country, from the COVID-19 pandemic to the economy to the urgent moral crisis of systemic racism. And it is clear that that's the kind of leadership our country needs right now. So we need to win this election. And that means that from now until Election Day, we all have to do everything that we can to support this campaign. So watching the debate tonight is good. But making a plan to vote, that would be even better. And really, best of all, would be if you also text VOTE to 30330 to figure out when, where, and how you're going to cast your ballot. Joe and Kamala need you. They need your help, and we need to leave it all on the field in this election. And I know you're not going to let them down. So please join our campaign. And after you make your plan to vote, go to joebiden.com to sign up to volunteer, because working together, I know we can move our country forward. Thank you.
That was great, Maya. Now let's kick it over to television host, executive producer, and author, the amazing Padma Lakshmi.
Hi, everybody. I'm Padma LAKSHMI, and I'm talking to you from the set of Top Chef in Portland. I am so excited for tonight's debate between Mike Pence and our future Vice President, Kamala Harris. I know you're not supposed to really tell who won the debate until after you've watched the whole debate and it's finished, but I can tell you I'm pretty sure I know who's going to win this one. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to vote for Joe Biden and for Kamala Harris because we need to get our country back on track. We need a country that is filled with, compassion and equality. We need to not only roll back all of the damage that's been done in the last 4 years, we need to heal. We need to restore this country on a right path so that every American can have a piece of the American dream. Please make sure you have a voting plan. You can vote early, you can vote by mail. If you haven't already, ask for your absentee ballot. You can also go on November 3rd if that's what you prefer, but make sure you vote, make sure you have a plan and you know what you're doing. And please tell 5 of your loved ones, 5 family and friends to also make a voting plan and tell them to tell 5 friends. We need every vote to count so that we can hear from every American. We want to tell this administration to go pack their knives and go. So enjoy the debate. I can't wait to see it. And please vote. Go to iwillvote.com. Thank you.
This has been so fantastic. What a way to get everyone fired up for Senator Harris's debate and then for winning big in November. Next up is a great singer, songwriter, and actress. Oh man, I love her music so much. The incredibly talented ANDRA Day.
Peace and blessings, everybody. Andrew Day here. I just wanted to come here, check in. We've only got a few weeks left. We're really coming down to the wire. And the most important thing I wanted to tell you in this video is to please, please, please make a plan to vote, you guys. You want your voice to be heard during this election. You can go to iwillvote.com and you can check your voter registration. You can check how, where, and when you can cast your ballot. You can also go to joebiden.com/events to see how you can get involved. And if it is at all possible, you can also go to joebiden.com/donate, where you can actually support financially if that is possible for you guys. So like I said, I just want to give you all these options and make sure you guys are getting involved, making your voice heard. But please make a plan. Please get out there and vote. Mwah. Peace and blessings, y'all. Bye.
If you know Senator Harris, you know that she is a proud member of one of the historically Black sororities that make up the Divine Nine. These organizations may be nonpartisan, but we're going to hear from some members who can't wait to cheer on their fellow sister tonight. Divine Nine, take it away.
Right now, we're in such a historic time with the first Black woman and first woman of color on the ticket. As a member of the D9, Senator Kamala Harris is paving the way for other young Black women such as myself to stand on her shoulders, just like she stands on the shoulders of giants such as Shirley Chisholm.
I think it speaks to how competent and incredible the individual Kamala is. As a Howard University alum and a member of the D9 family, she's an inspiration, a testament of how hard work and perseverance will take you as far as you want it to in life.
I'm voting Biden-Harris because the future of our country depends on understanding the value of effective policy, real conversations, true leadership, and intentional change.
For me, seeing a Black woman as the vice presidential pick of the Democratic Party is a major leap of progress. It's women's empowerment, it's representation, and it's breaking down barriers to preconceived notions of what a leader looks like.
This November, I will socially distance, wear a mask, and stand in line as I prepare to make my vote for Vice President Biden and Senator Kamala Harris.
And finally, the next speaker needs no introduction. She's one of the funniest human beings on the planet, who is one of Senator Harris's biggest fans, and also has the distinction of having cooked a meal with our next vice president, Mindy Kaling.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing as well as you can be. I know this has been a tough year,
But when I've been down, I've been comforted by the fact that for the first time in my life, the answer to the question, is everyone hanging out without me, is no. Everyone is stuck at home watching Tiger King. Now, even if you're alone tonight, I hope you pop some popcorn because this is a big night. We're about to watch the first Indian American woman ever take the stage, not at a spelling bee, but at a vice presidential debate. And that's really meaningful, not just for me, but for all little girls of color who spent our childhoods wondering what we could be when we grew up. We've seen people like us leave in our communities, but who would have thought a woman who makes a mean masala dosa and keeps her spices in Taster's Choice jars could end up being the next vice president of the United States? And it's not just her cooking that's impressive. As a prosecutor and as a senator, she has spent her career slicing and dicing the powerful, bringing the heat representing the people in hearings, and fighting to build a country where every single one of us can succeed. And that's what she will do tonight. She will speak for all of us, and I can't wait to watch her. But as amazing as Kamala Harris is, she can't wing this thing all by herself. If we're going to send her to the White House, along with Joe Biden, who I hear doesn't make quite as good of a dosa, but is the leader our country needs nonetheless, it's going to take all of us. So instead of binging The Office, or if you have really good taste, the Mindy Project for the 5th time this quarantine, head to joebiden.com/events to see how you can get involved with this campaign. And make sure you make a plan to vote too at iwillvote.com. Because I like to make jokes, but I couldn't be more serious when I say that the future of our country is at stake in this election. And we will all need to do our part to make sure that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris win it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed tonight. Thank you to all our guest speakers and thank you to all who tuned in. Now we have to do everything we can over the next 27 days to elect Joe and Kamala. That means making a plan to cast your ballot at iwillvote.com. That means texting Vote Joe to 30330 to download the campaign app. And that means singing along with me. Now I know Kamala's gonna win big tonight. And if we all do our part, I know our country is gonna win big on November 3rd. I'm DJ Cassidy. Thank you for having me. Now let's sing.
We are family.
Say what, say what, say what?
I got all my sisters with me.
A little louder now.
We are family.
Say what, say what, say what?
Get up everybody and sing.
Just sing it with me now.
We are family.
Say what, say what, say what?
I got all my sisters with me.
A little louder now.
We are family.
One more time, come on.